Hey guys, it's me again, Vicki, with another Christmas double page layout. Do you feel like you're taking a trip back in time? Here's another layout I did of my son. Now, you know I gotta do pictures or layouts of my son, because I seem to always do layouts of my grandson. And oh my gosh, I think he might get a little jealous because I never do any of his pictures. So you got to keep things fair and square. You moms know that. Wait until you're a grandma. Now, you know, listen, my son doesn't really get jealous, but I saw a little spark in his eye when he saw that I was doing layouts of him, which, by the way, if you notice, you can barely tell my son from my grandson. And ladies, I know most of you are not grandmas yet, but if you love your kids, oh my gosh, wait until the grandkids get here. I don't know, you know, the year that we found out that my son was going to be a dad, I had just showed some old pictures to a friend and said, gosh, I miss Eric being that size. And my grandson is the spit and image of my son. I feel so bad for his mother. Sometimes I think that poor thing was just an incubator for 9 months, because he has my son's personality, he looks like my son, and boy, they are like 2 peas in a pod. Maybe I should say 2 peas in a bucket, since we're scrapbookers and we love that store. Anyway, here's my double page layout of when my son was 3 years old. The background paper is just that, it's paper, it's not cardstock. I usually don't use pattern paper as my background, but this just worked. Most of the paper used here is from the Die Cuts with a View 12 by 12 pattern paper stack that is called Country Christmas. And guys, if you find it, it's going to probably be considered vintage, because I think it was either from 2010 or 2009 when I bought the stack. You know, I have all these new collections of Christmas paper, but I feel like I have to use the old stuff too. And who told me I have to do that? Why do we play by these rules that we don't have to play by? Anyway, that's what it's from. This is actually pattern paper as well. I fussy cut this from another page of the same collection. Even this little twine going here, that's not really twine, that's from the paper. And I know you would think cutting out something that small and intricate would be like mind-boggling or aggravating, but it really relaxes me, so I usually don't mind fussy cutting. This, I actually used my old-fashioned Fiskars circle templates. They're the round thing, and you used to take that little round cutting device with the knob that sticks up and put it in there and cut the circle. Well, what I did, I just put it in there, drew a circle with a pencil, and then took my Deco Edge Fiskars scissors and cut around the pencil line. I did that 3 times and made it my little journaling circle, because you'll see that some of the elements in this layout has the little clothes hangers, clothespins. I used my clothespins, and I took my end of my paintbrush, dipped it in some green acrylic paint, and gave it polka dots. Now, I could not tell you where I got those clothespins from, guys. I've had them forever. But this is the layout. The paper along the bottom is also from the same die cuts with a View collection, with the exception of that white curly Q paper running across the bottom. That is from the sticker page in Cray Paper Peppermint collection. So I cut out a little border. I wanted to use that twine, the feeling of twine again, so I thought this really looked like a twine or a burlap. So I cut a border out, so you see now this continues from up there from the clothesline, and it's just pleasing to the eye. Those little buttons are from my Martha Stewart button punch. Now, that punch not only cuts out a button-shaped embellishment for you, it actually embosses the paper as well. Really cute. I think it's usually sells for $12.99 at Michael's, and I had a coupon, so I think I got it for like maybe $6, $7 a couple of months ago. Isn't he just so happy to get his doctor's kit? He was 3 years old in this picture. Yep, 3 years old. My son's first name and middle name. First name Eric, middle name Dane. I did the same thing with this circle as I did over in the other corner. Now guys, you know how his middle name came to be Dane? I had actually even wanted a girl when I found out I was pregnant with my son. And you know, listen, please don't think I don't enjoy my boys or love them. I just always would have liked to have had a little girl and had tea parties. I'm still such a kid myself. Anyway, we knew that my son was going to be a boy, and I had a million different names picked out for him. In fact, I had to call the Bureau of Vital Statistics when I was in the hospital having him, because we changed his name 3 times when I was in the hospital. Anyway, the one thing that I was certain of is that his middle name would be Dane. And here's why. Right before I had him, there was a movie called The Thornbirds. It wasn't a movie, it was a mini-series, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It starred Rachel Ward and, oh my gosh, I cannot remember the guy's name. Oh, he's a very well-known actor, Chamberlain. David Chamberlain? I think that's wrong. Last name Chamberlain. That I know for sure. Very handsome guy. Anyway, he was a priest, and he knew Rachel Ward, which is a beautiful woman. She was married to Steven Seagal her entire life. And long story short, she gets pregnant by the priest. And the priestess' son was named Dane. And I had never heard that name before, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to name my son Dane too. Well, nobody else in the family was very happy that I named him after the priest's illegitimate son, but you know what? It worked because my son loves his middle name, and there are now 4 Danes named after my son. So, my grandson's name is Dane. My son's best friend's kid is named Dane. My best friend's son's middle name is Dane, and there's another one. So, and the list goes on. So, that's kind of cool. And that's my little story for this video. You know, I always got to have one, like somebody cares. But since I do live with all men and all boys, they don't want to hear my stories. So, I got to tell you guys. Hey, listen, thanks so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much. for leaving comments. I really enjoy them. And listen, like I always say, if there's something that you think I may have done wrong on my layout, tell me. I'm here to learn, and I feel like I've learned so much just in, you know, the 10 months that I've been on YouTube, and I can't wait to learn more. Thanks, you guys. You just will never know how much I appreciate you and what a kick I get out of doing these videos. How much I look forward to it. It's my thing. It really is. This is what I look forward to, especially in the winter. In the summer, I like being outside and in the yard and in the pool. But, you know, listen, when it's like 20 degrees outside, I really am not like an outside person. And I'm glad I have you guys all year long. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.